Yeah, what a day, huh?
Yeah, it was a good one.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the first day of testing, kind of getting to know the trails, getting to know the bikes.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like Northwest Arkansas is delivering the goods so far on this trail.
For sure.
And bikes are pretty good. My first one today was the Pivot Firebird, and I kind of missed it. Thing was gone for a year. It came back, a whole new animal. Got the kind of modern treatment, longer, lower, slacker, all carbon, shorter chainstays. And gosh, it's one of the biggest bikes of the test, 170 front and rear.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you guys think?
I mean, I kind of judged it based on the travel and just like what you said, longer, lower, slacker. You look at it and I was like, oh, I don't know, like, is this even going to be able to pedal uphill?
Yeah.
But they've really like ramped up that seat angle. It's at 74 now, and you kind of hop on it and you're kind of in a really comfortable climbing position right off the bat. It doesn't feel like you're on a bike that big, you know? And it actually climbed pretty good. Like it was really, really efficient on the climbs. And I don't know, I made a lot of those technical kind of like crux sections.
Well, you were making all of them all day long though. So.
Oh, I don't know. No, that's not true.
All but one, I think.
Well, I mean, it's got the, all pivots have got the DW link suspension, so good anti-squat.
You'll know it from the decals everywhere too.
yeah, they definitely are proud of their names, but I mean, for good reason, right? Like it's a really time-tested kind of linkage. And this one, they took a lot of inspiration from the Phoenix downhill bike.
Oh yeah, and you can tell on the trail, like it really rides like that big bike. You kind of expect it, but we started with a climb, and it's kind of surprising kind of what it does on both sections of the trail, going up and then down,
Of course, we were riding back to back against a couple 29ers, and very capable, kind of longer travel 29ers, and it didn't have an edge on those in my opinion on the climbing.
What did you guys think about the build? This one was the Pro build, XT XTR mix, goes for $6,100. Ours happened to have the upgraded wheel set, Reynolds carbon, I9 hubs. It was a treat, but it's another $1,300. Any thoughts on the components on it?
Well, by name, that's kind of the second from the lowest build, and I was really surprised to hear that because it's a really, really capable build. Like, like you could get that out of the box, and I mean, just smash the whole season in a bike park or ride it as your like full-time like all mountain bike. It's a really, really capable build.
One of those wheels, it'd be 7,400 then.
Yeah, 7,400 for those wheels. The lowest build is $5,000. You still get the Fox 36, get a regular Float X in the rear. Alloy rims, Sun Challenge wheels, but still XT one by. So really, the bones and the guts of the bike are just as good. So if you want to get in at $5,000, you can have pretty close to the same experience. Or if you have over $10,000 to spend, they actually have two Di2 builds on this bike.
Oh God!
And they have a Di2 battery port up the down tube.
Who do you think this bike really appeals to?
I think the gravity kind of fueled rider, more like you guys and less like me. And I think it'd be that type of guy. The guy who wants to do double duty on just like really, really, steep, ledgy descents, and also the bike park duty.
Yeah, I felt that I used every one of those 170 millimeters of travel. I mean, it's a relatively linear feeling bike. I mean, like it really is gushy, but in a good way, which really aims itself at kind of the gravity market. I mean, somebody that wants that needs that kind of bike and has to pedal it, they're not going to be unhappy with the Firebird.
Totally.
But yeah, rightly so. I think it nails the gravity crowd pretty well.
Yeah, I think it really bridges the gap between maybe somebody that wants, bike that can pedal around, but a bike for the bike park. I think it bridges that gap. You don't need a downhill bike. You don't need the, more racy all mountain bike. It's kind of the do everything. I could see just spending a whole season in the bike park and then hitting everything outside of bike park, as well.
What about the enduro racer?
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, it's purpose built, I think, for an enduro racer.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Man, hopefully I'll get a chance to ride it again after we're done testing the rest of the bikes. Man, this thing was one of my favorites.